Good morning, everyone. Ooh, my music is super loud. I gotta lower it.
Yeah, that was bumping. I see you. Cheers, y'all.
Let's see here. My friend was going live from my office the other day, so and I think she was blaring the music here. It's a little rock party.
Bumping it.
Let's see here.
Okay.
Does the music distract you, Michael?
I like it.
I
It
don't
might
know.
distract me for sure. Also, pretty much anything could distract me, I think.
This is definitely true. I love how Alexa, lower music by 10%.
Get that music out of my face, Alexa.
There we go. Better?
Oh, yeah. That's good. I mean, it was good before, but I was definitely going to rock out more.
Just have a rock party. I think we said we're still going to do like a karaoke live.
Dude, actually, that would be great.
I think we should do one where we're singing in between and everything like that.
Dude, that's one that I feel like David has done before. I've heard people, I feel like someone's mentioned that to me about David doing it. It sounds like
yeah, I think they were talking about it to us last time. Let's see here. I'm going to pull up my live stream on the chat. Guys, how we doing? I know I've been a little bit MIA lately. I think the last time I live streamed was last Wednesday morning. Hi, Lewis. How are you? Good morning.
Yeah, Lewis.
Where is my live stream? Did I not send it to myself? Probably not, because why would I set myself up for success? Never do. It's okay. Here we are.
You gotta be nicer to yourself, Gina. That's what I think.
Do you think I should be nicer to myself, Mike?
I do. Because let me ask you this: how is being the way you are to yourself right now working out for you? Maybe it actually is working out for you. I don't know.
I don't know. I think not so. According to yesterday, not so much. Not so good.
I mean, yeah, and those but I mean overall, because I think
it just kind of the comments just kind of slip out, you know. I think at this point it's just like, what's it called? A coping mechanism.
Yeah, for sure, and it goes back to this concept of neurons that fire together, wire together. So every time you even have that, it immediately defaults to this pathway, this pattern. And then before you know it, it's just this ingrained thing. And then other decisions that you make can start to be influenced. I mean, again, this goes outside my scope. Very transparently with you guys. I'm not a psychologist, but I love psychology and sociology. So from my education on it and experience, this is just where all that's coming from. So take it with a grain of salt, Mike.
Take it with a grain of salt.
That's it.
Mike, is your mic hooked up? You sound super far from it. Not that you're far, you hear like it sounds like you're not on your wireless mic.
Let me double check to make sure. It should be on because I have my Bluetooth earbud in as well. So let me make sure that it's not. Oh, you're right. Yeah.
See, I know my sounds.
You do. That was good.
Yeah. Just lower the input a little bit.
Let's see if that's any better.
Guys, we are here today going through our favorite Amazon products. Of course, me and Mike always talk a little bit in the beginning and have a late start no matter what we do. I don't think there's ever been one physical episode where we just in the first minute jump into the products right away. It never happens. We always end up talking about something or doing something. But either way, we got some awesome products down below, even some new ones. We got at least in my carousel, I have some gel manicure stuff. I got some facial care stuff. I got some tech products. I got some, even they sent me masks as well. So we're going to go through that today and give you our honest opinions of everything. Lori B, how are you? Good. Hey, I know I've been a little bit MIA, not going to lie. This last week, I think I took a lot of time off. There was a lot going on. So I'm good to be back.
Just handling business, right? That was one thing I was saying on the other day is sometimes being a mompreneur, how do you want to say it? Yeah, see what I'm saying? We'll say mompreneur because that's easier for me to say.
Yeah, momtrepreneur. There we go. Momtrepreneur.
Ooh, that's impressive. That was impressive.
I got it.
You have to, and that's dude, when you say hey, dude, this is going on, whatever, I'm dude, that's in my opinion, the pros and the cons that come with what we do is we can have flexible schedules, but curveballs are going to be thrown at us. We're going to have to put out fires. We're going to have to deal with things. Life's going to happen, you know? And then look, Lori knows, she's all good, life. That's what happens.
Yeah,
exactly.
Being 100% transparent, I had a minor meltdown yesterday, guys. I was actually crying because I missed my live yesterday. That was part of my meltdown. I was crying because I felt like I let everyone down by not showing up. Because I think I skipped like 3 lives in the last 3 days. Now, when I say skipped, it's obviously my own schedule, but I try to be as consistent as possible and hold myself accountable. And it just wasn't happening. So, and then I was like, no, I let everyone down. But now I'm here and I feel a lot better. So, yeah, that's really it. But fun fact, had a meltdown yesterday, but we're here and we're clear.
We made it. And listen, dude, I think to my point of like, you see that internal dialogue you created for yourself is like, oh, you let everybody down. And like, I think it's good. I'm not saying like, this to me goes with like everything around like life is like we set goals. We definitely want to have discipline. We definitely want to be able to like hold ourselves accountable. But there's a difference when that accountability is truly when things are an excuse versus like now becoming toxic. Like, I don't have a good word for it, but
I know what you mean.
Toxic criticism or whatever you want to call that, it starts to spill over into another dynamic. But also, I think kudos to you, dude, for being able to share that, man, because I bet a lot of people in the chat can relate to that. A lot of us out there can relate to that dynamic and the pressures that go along with it. And look, see, Lori's like, don't sweat it. We're always our biggest critics too. Yeah, exactly. Exactly what Lori said.
I mean, like, I know I didn't let, there's no one who was like hanging off a cliff waiting for me. Like, I know I really didn't let anyone down, but it was more the perception of like myself of like, I should be doing this. Yeah, you know, I should be doing this. I need to make sure I'm doing it. Wish I could take my own advice, right, Lori? We always tell ourselves that don't be too hard on ourselves, and then we end up doing it anyway, no matter what.
Yep.
But what can we do? But we're here, we're learning for it, and we move on. Would that be like move on?
That's it. Keep it rolling.
Keep it. Did my music shut off? Alexa, play music.
Alexa, don't you quit on me.
She's like, no, I don't want you to listen to music. Go away.
Right. She's like, I want to hear more about this. She's listening.
Do you want to kick off our...
Boom, I'll get it rocking, dude. So I've actually I had highlighted before the earbuds. I got a new set of earbuds added to the carousel that we were just talking about, but I actually haven't gotten them in yet. So I always like to be, we in general like to be as transparent as possible with you guys when it comes to the products that we're talking about, when it comes to what we're doing. And then Dan, I got you in for the giveaway.
Yeah, Maya, right? Maya Rogan?
Yeah, Maya Mo. I'm going to say Maya Mo. That's just fun to say. I like saying that. Maya Mo.
If you tell us your first name, we'll put you in the chat as your first name if you like. I've seen you on the workout stream too. Thank you, Lori.
Yeah.
You know, it's that last workout, Mike. Can I tell you my arms are still sore? Like I'm able to function.
How are you feeling?
Yesterday. Oh my God, Lori, if you were there on the most recent workout machine, I definitely should not have been doing 25 pounds. Let's just put it that way.
No. But you did it.
But I felt it hurting as I was doing it. I'm like, I'm not gonna be able to move my arms the next 2 days. I felt like, because I did 1 rep, right? And I was like shaking the entire time like this. And then after that, that's when like I gotta go down and wait. I couldn't even get the next one up. Like it was bad. But Mike, I couldn't even do this to my face without crying.
Not feeling it.
Without crying. Not just feeling it, Michael. I was about to be in tears. I couldn't wipe my own booty if I wanted to without being in tears. That's how intense this workout was. Okay. And it was my own fault because Josh's like, well, why did you do 25 pounds? You know, you shouldn't have. You did it to yourself. And I'm like, well, you know what? Because I wanted to work. I actually wanted to work out this week, but I didn't. It was not happening. It wasn't happening.
That's the other side, dude. For everybody there at home, as much as it's great to push ourselves, and I was kind of like joking as well, but you bring up a really important point of it's actually detrimental to go so hard to the point where we can't get our next kind of session in. Or on the flip side, think of it as business. Like, so here's the other thing. This is something I've tried to really hold myself accountable the last 2 years, and I've seen massive differences and impacts, is like caseload. Like, so I've actually turned down certain clients lately, not because there's anything wrong with them, but like their schedule didn't perfectly fit mine, and I wasn't going to compromise. Or I'm like, you know, sometimes I'll say yes in the moment, like just because I want more clients or I want to help more people or I want to grow the business or I want to whatever that looks like. And being able to understand your bandwidth really drastically sets us up so that we don't feel burnt out, especially if we start like skipping things. Because then I would notice in the past, like years and years and years ago, I would just start like rescheduling everything and not showing up for things. And, you know, nowadays life happens as a parent, so I have to be flexible with my schedule. So I'm a little bit less critical on that side. So I would say that. But on the resistance and the fitness side of it, the reason I say all that is being able to keep it going over time. So instead of going, hey, I'm going to crush it on Saturday, but then we go so hard that I can't even work out till Wednesday. But then on the flip side, it's also like knowing what we can do. Yeah, exactly. See what you said? I did go for a walk. So being able to, that was Lori. I thought that was you. But
no, I said I did too. I ended up going for a little bit of a walk, and I think I went to Logan to Target, and we went for a walk.
Yeah, perfect. So you exercise. So that's the other thing too. We have to change this narrative that's happening. This is actually one of the areas I do have a specialty in. It's called cognitive behavioral therapy. Now, I'm not a therapist, but in my national board certification courses and training as a health coach, we deal with cognitive behavioral therapy. And the simplest way I could put it is like the internal narrative we have for ourselves. Like, for example, hey, I eat 20. So in the last 2 weeks, I've probably had for Valentine's Day, I had like 16 or 20 Reese's.
That's it. That's actually surprising and less than I would expect from you, Michael. To be quite frank, I expected 16 a day.
Yeah, no, dude. So that's the thing. Like I've definitely gone in behavior patterns where I've let it go, where like I've let 16 in a 2-day span or whatever turn into like 16 a day over periods of time. And the reason I bring that up is the internal narrative. It's like, I'm already doing this. Why not let it continue to happen versus, hey, let's shift that narrative. Like, hey, I'm just going to do what I can today. So you know what? I wanted Reese's so bad. I pulled a Lena and a Tessa. I just had one. Like, they're crazy in my opinion, because they can like take a bite of a Reese's and just put it down. Or like they can just put it in their mouth, not even eat it, and just like, decide they don't want it.
Just is fixing that craving. And I think that's the biggest thing for me. And not going to lie, since the workout on Saturday, I've been doing better. I meal prepped a lot. I made chili, shrimp, brown rice, bowls of it Sunday. And I think that also messed me up too, because I was like just going. And my muscles were still super sore. The next day, like Monday, dude, was even worse than Sunday. Like, I'm always so much worse being sore. But I meal prepped. We've been doing good. I've been drinking my collagen, whatever, the one I got
protein.
From Envy.
Collagen protein. Nice.
And then the mushrooms. And I've been feeling better. I've been drinking more water. I got my water infuser. I'm trying, and I feel a lot better and a little bit more of a clarity. I still feel tired a little bit, but doing good. I'm going to have all those products in our carousel on Monday. We got a big giveaway going on Monday, guys.
Dude, I'm stoked for Monday. Like, so excited. And also, thanks, Gina, Lori. You set up your stream already. So everyone, you can set a reminder on Gina's channel to see the stream. I actually am setting it up today. So after this stream, you'll actually see it. And then we have our podcast tonight too. We have a doctor coming on. We're going to have the doctor's corner as a segment we're going to try out tonight. And one of the doctors I work with, who's a very comprehensive functional kind of medicine doctor, as well as an MD, that is going to dig into like hormones. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of fun stuff, but we'll save that for another day. Speaking of which, I'm actually shifting gears. Originally, Jay, I was going to talk about the scooter here, but I just saw in my carousel, I got a lightning deal, dude, for the Flybird dumbbells. And
Lori goes, Gina, not trying, doing. Thank you, Lori.
Oh, exactly. That's Yoda right there.
That just made me really teary-eyed. I don't know why that just made me so emotional when she said, you're not trying, you're doing. I don't know why. Is that weird?
No. Yeah. Well, so here's the thing. Ready? Let's play therapy for a second here. Because when we go back to this internal dialogue for what you've created for yourself, notice the difference. And when you hear that external validation for yourself and it kind of conflicts with this internal narrative and dialogue you've created for yourself, and it now makes you have to question it. You're like, oh, wait, I'm not a horrible person that doesn't do anything. And I actually get stuff done, and I'm a boss, and I'm a bad bee, and like whatever, fill in the blank there. And that's like an interesting conflict or thing that you're going to honestly work through. Then I'm like, I get it. I mean, not in the bad bee sense of it. Like, no, I'm not a boss bee, but working on it.
I needed that. I think I just needed to hear that. Like, obviously Mike tells me things, my husband tells me things, but I think hearing it from a random person across the internet can be more validating sometimes. And that's the mental F up of it, that sometimes we don't need to hear the people closest to us. We don't take seriously. We appreciate it, and we know the support system is there. but hearing it from someone across the internet, Lori, I appreciate you. And you guys, every follower and every person in our chat, you guys means this is like, do you see the rawness here of how much this means to us? Like when you talk in the chat and you click that follow button, we don't joke when we say we appreciate every single one of you. I don't think I've ever seen an influencer cry on Amazon Live.
Gina, I'm just gonna say the only thing that's gonna happen now, people are gonna start to expect you to cry now every time there's like a follow or a comment. Like, where's my tears? I want my tears.
Oh my god.
Dude, speaking of which though, and speaking of tears, so Anna, I got like her book, right, the PDF. And one of the things, and I'm starting to watch her streams and watching her Instagram and stories and stuff. And one of the things I got excited about, you know what we're going to start doing at the gym? We're going to start bottling our sweat. So at the end of jiu-jitsu training sessions.
Oh my God, I can't wait to tell her this. Oh my God.
Dude, there's like a pool. There's like, before we mop, I'm like, guys, listen, because we squeegee it off the mats into like this pool area, and then we like mop it and dump it and all that. I'm like, guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fill up as many water bottles as I can, and let's see what we can sell it for. So we're going to start listing it online, man. Like, I know it sounds weird, but like especially if you look at our top jiu-jitsu guys and some of our top Muay Thai coaches, like they're good looking, athletic, lean. Like Zach, for example, our black belt is a legitimate model. Like he actually is a model and works for agencies and does like Amazon, like bestseller booking. Like you've seen him on Amazon. If you've seen like any romance novels that are bestsellers or like things like that.
So funny.
So I'm like, dude, we need to bottle your sweat. I know this sounds so weird, but like we're gonna bottle. And Johnny, the owner, is also a jacked up, like lean, mean, like again.
So wait, let me ask you, with your profiles that you have on that website you told me about, is it you or did you make a
No, so man, I don't know how much I should talk about this on Amazon.
All right, so we'll wait. Let's just wait. I actually want to get Anna. I haven't talked to her yet because I've been nervous to ask her whether she's watching. I doubt she's watching, but to come on our show and talk about it a little bit. I bought her book on Saturday, and I didn't even tell her. So like, I managed someone named Anna, and I felt weird even asking her for the book. I wanted to be a legit. I wanted to support her business. I bought the book. The book comes signed. I'm gonna frame that because I'm proud of myself for working with her because she's a huge deal. I don't care what anyone says. She's a huge deal. And guys, her book is life-changing. Like the things she talks about and how to sell yourself as an e-commerce, whether it's in, she literally has a documentary called Weird Things I Sell on the Internet.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did I ever sell you the feature she was? Vanity or something like that?
I saw the cover, or I saw the thing that you guys set up with her that was recently done. I want to say, but that was
no, it was Snapchat. There's a series on Snapchat that featured her.
No, I didn't see that.
Yes, and she talked about the weird things she sells on the internet and how she makes $10,000, guys. $10,000 starting a month.
Crazy.
Selling just anything from toenail clippings to her sweat, to her spit, to her sneakers.
IUD.
There's a guy. Yes, she sold her IUD.
I saw it. When I saw that, I was like, "What?" And like, but yeah, it's crazy.
She even bottles the water from her pedicures. She bottles the water from her pedicures and sells it. There's a market for it. You might be, that is so weird. That is so gross. But if you can make $10,000 a month just by selling random things in your home that are used, think about it.
We're trash, like literal trash.
Hair tie she sells, everything and anything. And there's even people who pay her to buy things for them as well. She's the personal shopper. There's a gentleman who pays Anna to go to Victoria's Secrets, buy lingerie for his wife to wear, and then pays her to do this, and then allows her to buy clothes for herself.
Which is like...
And she's never meeting these people in person. She's never doing anything, above and beyond. Like, don't let your imagination run wild. But she is a genius. Let's just put it that way. A genius. We should have her on the show, and then we casually lift her book up like we did our homework.
Like ha ha ha. Yeah, dude, that would be awesome. I think that would be awesome.
Yeah, no, start bottling it, and I want you to bring it on the show. Like not actually like, but no, just
I'm not gonna doing. Yeah, no, seriously. And then it's a matter of like, yeah, I'm really excited for it because that's just the beginning of like.
Do you feel the book is actually super insightful?
The what?
Do you feel the book is super insightful and easy to understand?
Yeah, I got the PDF one, so it's very easy, not like super complicated or layered with BS and stuff. So I can't speak to the other signed copy, So I got the PDF.
I mean, as far as, do you feel that you can do what she did by reading her book? Like, do you
yeah,
feel that
yeah, dude. I mean, I don't think I personally will do the same things. I have the same demand that she will have because I think of her audience. But I think the same concepts, it's just like a copy paste kind of a deal with putting our own, like a fitness and a gym spin on it. For example, selling, like when I used to fight, people would buy my shorts from my sponsors, would get a pair of my shorts. Like when they have blood on them and stuff, like there'd be a higher price for that than like I would sell my shorts for $250. Like that would be the sponsor fee. So if you sponsor me as an amateur, it was $250. Then one time, it was
no way. So wait, was this the sponsors buying your shorts?
Yeah, exactly. Because like they just wanted to. I just threw it in, and I think they wanted to because I would see some of my sponsors. Like one of them was my dad's client, and he hung up. I had blood on my shorts and stuff, and he hung it up on his wall in his office. And I'm talking about like this dude was like a multi-millionaire.
That is a lane you need to embellish on.
Yeah, so
and maybe Anna could help you with that. Even ask her, be like, "Hey, I had someone literally pay X amount of money for my fight shorts," and that should be going for the thousands.
Right. Yeah, and that was as an amateur though, dude. I was like, "You guys want that?" But then once I started getting into like more advanced, now the pros, like there's actually super high level pros that auction them off and donate them to charity because they raise so much money. But like even for our guys, like for Johnny at the gym, he fought in Bellator, which is like the second biggest fight promotion in the world before the UFC, and he should have been in the UFC. Just like
live online auctions buying bloody fighter shorts.
Dude, seriously, or just like, hey, like I was thinking about live streaming a training session and then showing the people how we mop it up at the end and like bottling it, and then they could live in real time buy the sweat bottles or whatever, like
auction them off. Oh my God, that's crazy. We got to have a whole nother conversation about this. But
yeah, guys, that's like a whole
actually, she's going live Thursday, guys. You want to mark your calendars. Thursday, Anna D. Miss Goddess, aka Rebecca Blue, aka Miss Mothership. She'll be going live on Amazon on Thursday for Down Under Betting. We are going Monday live and giving away a product from Down Under Betting. That's going to be huge. I have it scheduled. You guys could go to my profile and hit the reminder button. But now we've been here 20 minutes. We still haven't talked about one product.
All right. I talked about my Scooty Scoot and the adjustable dumbbells hypothetically. So you got to catch up, G. Come on.
Okay, so here we go. All right. So I have here my facial cleansing brush. This is probably one of my favorite products. I actually used it last night. I use it almost every day. And one of the reasons why I love this, let me pull up a video. One of the reasons why I love this face scrubber is because it has a silicone brush head. It doesn't have your typical brush heads with the bristles on it. And it has a silicone. So what that means, guys, the bristles, like say you're taking off your makeup, for example, you know your foundation gets on the bristles, it stains it. It's not as a deep clean to get it all out. It's harder to get all that makeup off it. With the silicone, it just literally comes right off. It doesn't stain it, nothing. So I think the silicone head on this is super great for removing makeup. Leslie Wood, thank you so much for virtual hugs, guys. Every click, every follow means so much to us. If you guys can click that follow button, it is amazing. This is
also fun fact, G. When they follow, I automatically put them in for the race.
Oh, great. So yeah, guys, we're gonna be doing a giveaway at the end of the live, so stay tuned. And this is rechargeable and 100% waterproof. It comes with 3 bristle heads and 360 spin. It spins both left and right. Okay, is what 100% part of my skincare routine. I actually have a video of it on my storefront if you guys want to go check that out. And another, let's see, do I have another self-care gift?
Oh, yeah, self-care.
Yes. Oh, you know what I do have? My eye massage goggles.
Oh, dude, those are amazing. Speaking of massage, I'll throw up the Syncom massage gun too.
Oh, I have the massage gun too in my carousel. We could go over that after, which I used on my muscles, and I was crying using that when my arms were sore. I was like, like that.
Why would you do this?
I love watching y'all. I think you meant you. So thank you. I appreciate you all, y'all.
Yeah, y'all. Yeah, y'all.
Isn't y'all YALL? Y'all?
Yeah, but you all, like y'all, that's like the more correct, like I guess. Actually, I don't know if that's good. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Leslie, tell us what you were trying to say so we see who's right. Were you trying to say y'all or you?
You all. I think she's saying you all. Same. Yeah, same.
Okay.
Same.
See, I'm a New Yorker, so I'm not used to the whole y'all. thing when Michael's from North Carolina down south, and
Don't say I'm from here. I now live here.
He lives here. Sorry.
Hey. Whoa.
Whoa.
But the kids, the girls, they're actually from North Carolina, which is weird for me to think and say.
Right. Yeah, that's a little bit mind blow. No, not mind effing.
Because they're not New Yorkers.
Technically, your kids are not New Yorkers. How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel a little bit bad, honestly, like genuinely, but it also makes me really excited because then I feel like I can implement the hustle and some of the positives from New York that we acquired from living there our whole lives without some of the other like tax and stress and like craziness. But like I liked being around, even though I grew up in a nice area, being right next to Wine Dance, like I like that. You know what I mean? Like being next to like the hood or like sketchy areas too, and like
diversity, Mike.
It's not even diversity though. It's like because you can have diversity without being near the hood.
Saying the rough. Oh, you're saying the rough. I don't think anyone uses the word hood anymore.
No. It's like I like them being near.
I know what you mean. I know
like being that influence because then you have to like you can't be dumb or not dumb. That's not fair. You have to be street smart. Your IQ in the streets has to be leveled up. Otherwise, like you're gonna be like my brother and get robbed for a watch. Or not. Actually, it wasn't him. His friend got robbed at a house party.
You want them to feel like they aren't privileged all the time and that they know a different side of the world. No, I agree with that 100%. We looked at, trust me, we didn't want the most uppity neighborhood when we moved here. Our key one was diversity. We looked at the percentages of, especially Logan is half white, half Puerto Rican, and half African American. So, we wanted to make sure she wasn't like, little Mikey told me to move to white isolate. They call it white isolate, but it's West isolate. I looked at the population, right? It is 98% white, 1% Asian, 0.5% African, 0.5 African American, and 0.0 Latino. And we're like,
how do you think she's gonna feel? Like, you know what I mean?
I'm not moving there. Are you out of your mind? Like, you're not
virtual
to get
hugs, Maya Mo.
Thank you, virtual hugs. But yeah, anyway, we don't have to get into any political or any stuff like that.
Yeah.
I look for diversity is a big thing for me. Like I really wanted my daughter to grow up somewhere where there's a lot of diversity and all different types of, races. She can grow up around the cultures. But anyway, my eye massage goggles. This is how we started, guys.
Here, G, you talk about that. I'm gonna refill my coffee. I'm already out.
Okay. Oh, I'm about to be out too, guys. So I have the eye massaging goggles. Wait, I'm trying to zoom out so you can see. There we go. This is warming air pressure and it plays music. It can sync to your phone. It massages all around the temples. It is self-care. It's a great way to unwind and relax. They are rechargeable. You can travel with them. Okay. And one thing that I love is the air pressure part of it. So imagine that like you're sitting here going like this, right? This is literally does it across your entire face for you. Entire face. Now, what I feel like this is really good for too is that you ever get like chronic migraines, sinus infections, like stuff like that. It helps relieve that pressure. So like Mike's wife gets really bad headaches. This is great for her. And also the fact you can use all three functions by itself, just the heat, just the vibration, or just the air pressure. And again, it syncs to your phone. It could play its music for you. And you could, or it has its own music on it, or it could play your music through the Bluetooth. Yeah, this thing is amazing. It has an automatic cutoff after 15 minutes. So you can use it and then fall asleep and not worry about it constantly going and like, whatever. And it's super easy to clean. The fabric is just wiped down. And it's really comfortable to wear. And it's blackout. So it makes the room completely black if you use it. And like I'll turn it on so you guys can hear it. Let's see.
Please just chill out. I got you.
Right? Isn't this awesome?
Dude, I like the just calming voice. So that's like, I always go back to the self-care thing. Even though you already touched on that, like it's just so exciting for self-care. You literally read my mind.
Yeah, do you guys hear it? It's not even that loud. It's just the vibration and so forth. Okay. With that being said, Mike, go ahead. You could go touch on some products here.
Damn. So what I've got, I'm actually just putting on, speaking of like the massage, I had the Syncom massage gun highlighted, but now I'm going to dig into the Quinier leg massage, which I was just setting up. Ooh, is it washable? That's a good question, Leslie.
It's wipe downable. Is that even a word? It's you
Sure.
literally, this part, you could take a wipey or like a sanitizing wipe and just wipe it down. It can't be like put in the wash. Now there's electronics in it, so you can't like throw it in the wash or it doesn't come off. But you could just take a nice wipe, like a disinfecting wipe, and wipe it down.
Bingo. That's actually a good question. I never even thought about that, especially like with my, as we move, like we have the Quinier leg massage compression sleeves set up that are great for the feet and the calves. And this is something that I recommend not only like for obviously all my fitness clients when I talk about like, hey, I want to invest in my self-care. There's a lot of different things depending on their price point. But this one's great for being able to, even if you just work a physical job, if you're like a waiter, a bartender, you work in construction, you work anything physical, like you're on your feet all day, maybe a teacher that's like not sitting down. I've had a lot of teachers, like even though they have desks and chairs, like a lot of my teachers would always constantly be pacing about, moving and showing and explaining. So if you're constantly on your feet, it's definitely something that I think is a worthwhile investment if you have the range budget-wise for it, as well as the thing I would say that I also just recently got in is the heated version of these. So they also have heated versions where this is great with the air and the compression to help increase circulation, help with the tissue, all that fun stuff. Gee, this will be great when we crush your legs and we get after the calves. So this way you'll be able to walk. But like this weekend, we're going to be doing the booty builder, I think, hit style one. Because Pina wanted to, she was like, I was telling her what you were saying, and she was also like, yeah, like I want to work some hit style, work some booty builder stuff. We have our booty builder program that's part of the giveaway that will also demonstrate some of the things for. And then I'm going to be doing meal prep on Sunday with the fighters, and I'm going to be live streaming if you want to jump in on that. But we'll talk about that later because we have like the master classes coming up next week. I'm going to add that into the giveaway. We have a $20 master class on basically how to never diet again. It's the anti-diet approach. Then we get into our nutrition course, all this fun stuff. But my point of saying all this is self-care is a key piece to me of all of that as you start to invest in your health and into your fitness. But I wouldn't say it's the number one priority. Like honestly, having the proper training equipment, having the proper nutrition, meal prep, sleep, those things, self-care is to me still an essential. If we were to think of pillars holding up your health, there would definitely be the activity, physical side. There would definitely be the recovery side, which I put sleep, self-care, all the things in and on that. There would be the nutrition piece, and then the fourth pillar would be stress management, which you can see in self-care as well. But if you have all four of those pillars in your life, more than likely you're going to live a very sustainable, healthy lifestyle and have a longer length of life. Because here's the interesting one when like you read like what tends to increase life expectancy, something called telomeres. The length of your telomeres can equate to like a longer life, and it's related to our DNA. So really high stress lives shorten telomeres a lot. Drug use shortens telomeres, alcohol, all that fun stuff. So if you're not managing stress as a part of your healthy lifestyle, honestly, you're probably not going to be sleeping that good. You're probably going to have other components that are going to impact your activity and your nutrition, and it's going to negatively impact your quality of life. So going back to the original product, having self-care, having these tools, even going to the Syncom massage gun, these can be really, really powerful things to invest in, not just for your recovery so you feel good, like we were talking about before, G, so you can crush a workout, help improve the recovery time so you can get back in there, but also, how about this? Let me say, like, if you were stressed out yesterday, let's say you put your feet up, like this is something I want to create a self-care protocol for you, like a 5 to 20, 30-minute protocol. When you're feeling overwhelmed and stressed, this is your go-to. For example, if your house was on fire, you'd know to call 911. Let's create a 911 plan for like when stress management is a variable. And then what's up, Evans? Hey, Evans says hey in the chat.
Hi, Evans. How you doing?
What's going on, homie? Evans, you want to get in on the giveaway as always? I know I got you, so I'll throw you in there. But that's my 2 cents. I'm curious about that. But with that being said, G, I'm going to take it back to you, homie. And then I'm going to highlight again the adjustable dumbbells. In between product, guys, I'm going to keep going back to the adjustable dumbbells because they still have this lightning deal going on right now. And they very rarely have discounts. So 15% off is a very, very, I think, worthwhile deal to jump on if you're thinking about it.
Yes. All right. Let's see. What do I want to highlight next? Do you have the yoga stand in your carousel?
I do. You want to get the yoga stand? Let's do it.
I can't really talk too much about it, but
I'll talk all about it.
I was gonna say maybe you should like be more the one to like embellish on the handstand. I can't do it. Mike swears I can do.
You can.
Yeah, he swears I can do a handstand with this if I wanted to, but I don't think so. But I'm gonna try one day. I think I'm gonna try one day on live to do it, but we'll see how that goes.
I think you'll really, A, surprise yourself, and B, you'll encourage a lot of people at home because they'll be like, you know what, Gina's hard on herself, and I see, and she was able to do it. You know what, why don't I try it too? Because that's the interesting thing too, man. And like, I know you already know this because obviously Logan, and having kids makes you really reflect on your like thought process and your brain and like a lot of different things. But like, being able to just, even if you can't try it for yourself, like people say, oh, I do anything for my kids. What about being healthy for you? Not you, but like, let's say if I see someone that's like, I have a lot of clients and our team has a lot of clients and they'll talk about, I'll do anything for my kids. It's like, yeah, what about getting healthy for your kids? Do it for you, but do it for your kids. Like you want to be around to help them. You want to see their wedding. You want to be able to be and play with them. Like I can't tell you how many clients I have.
How many times I tell my parents that? Every time my dad was like lighting up a cigarette, I would tell him that. That's exactly what I said. I'm like, you want to be here for Logan's Sweet 16?
Yeah, that's, I mean, at this point,
I just go to the wedding. I go to the Sweet 16. Like I go to like that. Like I don't even let him go that far. Like as if he's gonna make it to her wedding. I said, how like, should be here for Logan's, whether she has a quinceañera or a Sweet 16? Do you want to be here for that? Put that cigarette down. Right. My dad chain smokes, whether he wants to admit it or not. But he smokes a decent amount. Yeah, and barely drinks water. He thinks coffee is water because it's made with water.
That's like saying alcohol's water.
He probably drinks more alcohol and coffee than water ever. I think the man.
I would agree with that.
May drink 1 glass of water a day.
When
he's thirsty, he makes coffee.
And I get that to a certain extent because of the life, like being up so early in the life and how used to it is. But like Uncle T, dude. And if it's decaf, yes. But the downside is the caffeine is going to dehydrate you and be a diuretic faster than the hydration is going to happen from the coffee.
Oh, bye, Leslie.
Bye, Leslie.
Thank you for joining us.
Sorry, you got to go. But again, just a heads up for everybody else. If you guys do have to go, that's totally fine. But then if you're not here for the giveaway, unfortunately, you can't win it because you got to be here live. But Leslie, we'll put you in for the next one. Don't worry. We do a stream every single time, or we do a giveaway every single stream, except on the podcast. So there's always another one you can get in on. But having brought all that up, the point of me saying all this is like, when is the giveaway? Ooh, that's a good question, Dan. So we're going to do it at the end of the stream. So we're streaming for about an hour and a half. So it'll be in like 45 minutes. So let's call it 12:30 Eastern time or just the afternoon. I'm addicted to Pepsi. Ooh, yeah. So let's look about that. And that's like, I'm actually reading or finishing a book right now called Craving Minds. And it talks about like, where does addiction come from? Whether it's like nicotine, foods, drinks, like drugs, alcohol, whatever, caffeine, just even like, so here's the other thing too, G, we can talk about addiction and the idea of like constant praise. Like I don't want to also condition my kids to be addicted to praise because you can overly praise them to the point where like they're constantly seeking external validation to the point where they're like, hey, did I do a good job? Do you love me now? Like people please. Like I do that. I'm a people pleaser. Like I feel like you're a people pleaser.
I'm a pretty good people pleaser, and I think I look for validation, not a lot, but I would say I look for validation a good amount.
And not even necessarily just seeking as much external validation from everywhere, but it's like from a people-pleasing perspective, trying to do it there's a variety of reasons. Anyway, the point of saying all that is being able to have these components in your life, and even going back to the yoga bench, it's like surprising yourself, doing things that you might surprise yourself, and then having that be an inspiration. So the cool thing about this, and the reason I'm holding this pad, is because the yoga stand comes in 2 pieces ultimately. It comes in like 5 pieces. You put it together, it takes like 5 minutes max. Like there's literally 4 steps. It's like put the thing together, like screw in the hand or screw in one part of the bench, screw in the other part of the bench. You're pretty much good to go. And this is a cool piece because you can remove it. This is where your head would go on it, and then your shoulder would rest on the other piece of the bench. And then you can even use this block as something when you're doing yoga to post your hand on, to put your knee on the floor, especially if you have hard floors. That can be a really cool feature. And you can use that handstand, and that's the cool thing. You can lean your legs up against the wall. You don't have to hold your entire body weight. And that's what I'm saying, dude. Like, that's why I think you'll surprise yourself, is you can literally just help kick yourself over. Oh, Ashley's going to get Lena from school.
Ooh.
All right, Tessa's coming to hang out with us. Oh, no, Tessa's going with Ashley to school, I guess. Okay, that's what she was saying. And then Max,
Max like, I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
What's happening?
But my point of saying all that is the ability to just kind of have tools like this set you up where you can surprise yourself and then say, wow, all right, I could do this, because it lets you rest your shoulders on the pad. It lets you rest your head in that little gap, and your head's never touching the floor. And then you use your hands on the actual bench itself to help you stabilize, and then you lean your feet up against the wall. Over time, you'll get confident with starting to just hold your position up and you use your arms. It's a lot of your core. It's not as much shoulders, surprisingly. It's more so the core. So this is a great way, in my opinion, if you want to find other ways to work your core and work your system, as well as just being able to use a variety of different yoga moves that you may. And that's the cool thing. It comes with this poster that has over 70 different exercises, and you won't be able to see it very clearly just because it's super bright here. But the point of saying it is it breaks it down. Let's go over the different categories. Inversions, so going upside down. Arm balance. So this is a great way to develop arms too, like using these different types of arm balancing movements. Yoga dog, doing different types of dog variations for great mobility in your hips, your hamstrings, lower back. It doesn't even say this. I just know anatomy, right? So I can explain to you guys like what this would be good for. Then you have beginner poses, how to progressively build up. Like, gee, I would totally tell you to start the beginner moves. You can go like dive in where you don't even like actually go upside down. You just put your head in there and hold yourself with your arms while your legs are still on the ground. Walk. There we go. Like, there's all these cool things. And the goal is that it helps you basically build up over time while using different mobility moves. And it's to me, it's honestly something I didn't even think about getting until they sent it to me. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Like, I don't know why I never thought of having this in the first place. So that's my kind of spiel. If you guys have questions on any of that, let me know. I'll happily dig into it more. But I figure we can also keep shifting gears here. G, what else you got?
Let's see. Oh, we got the makeup trunk that I had the other day. Let me move all the stuff that I have on it. Get out of here, you. Bye.
Get out.
I have too much stuff. I gotta like clean my office up because I have
me too.
Stuff in here.
Me too.
Okay. So this beautiful girl.
This
is probably one of my favorite new products that I received. It is 18% off, marked down right now. Mike, can you check for an in-link coupon for me?
Let's investigate. I'm on it.
So guys, this can be used as like a traveling makeup trunk. It has a little thing you flip. You have, a compartment right down below. I keep my eyeshadows down here. Close it up. You could actually lock it. It comes with keys. Flip the bad boy open. Oh, don't close on my finger.
I don't see one.
Nope. Okay.
I'm gonna go negative. Dude, this is a crazy price point. So under $40 right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Look how like nice this is. It's great quality. Put my makeup in it. It has little holders for brushes here, a mirror, and then look, it has like the little trays that you could open and out, so you get that extra space in here. I keep my makeup brushes. This is something I like because I do my makeup sometimes on live, and then on other times I do my makeup in my bathroom. So I literally put everything in here. I just put it on the counter wherever I want to do my makeup, and it helps me transfer my makeup from room to room without having to carry a makeup bag and getting it dirty and moving it around. It protects it. If I drop it, I feel like it's not going to shatter or anything like that. So I really, really love the fact that it's super easy to use and it keeps me organized with my makeup. And I think it comes in different colors. I'll double check. But again, you can lock it up. Super lightweight. It's not that heavy. And it just allows you as a girl, sometimes we like doing our makeup in our bedroom. Sometimes we like doing it in the bathroom. Sometimes we like doing it in our office. Or
sometimes in the car.
Yeah, even in the car. Guys, you could throw this in the car really quickly. I don't know if someone would travel with this. Like if you're going to like another country or you have to get on a plane, it's a little bit bigger for that. But I might use a makeup bag for that. But this, right? Isn't this amazing?
My emo, she's all about it, right?
Right? I love the rose gold color. But again, this is something easy to go from room to room with your makeup and not have to worry about making a mess. You throw everything in here, you're cleaned up instantly. It even has its own mirror. So I think that.
Yeah, then there's makeup everywhere, right? You talk about in the car, right? That's I'm always amazed. Like my wife will do makeup in the car sometimes because she's a classic person that runs late. I'm also very much like, when I was younger, I was I would wake up at like 5 in the morning. I don't know what happened to me. Once I went to college, like I slept till like 10 o'clock every day, and then it was I still wake up like between 6 and 8 every day, but it's like harder for me. But my point is saying all that is like she's always running late. And like, I hate being late nowadays, and I try not to run late. So she's always doing her makeup in the car. Not always. Let's say at least 50% of the time. So I'm like, dude, and she never messes up. I'm always impressed by that, is basically my point.
Yeah, no, it's hard. I've done my makeup in the car numerous times. The part that gets everywhere is the setting powder. If you guys use setting powder or
I
translucent
don't know what
powder,
that is.
it sets the makeup like under. It's a powder that you put under your.
Okay.
Like, yeah, I
Okay,
think
I
you saw
get
me
it.
doing it in the live that time
Yes.
where I was like putting it under my
Yes.
eyes because that just falls and goes into your lap. Everything it goes everywhere.
Yucky.
As a kid, you don't know how many times I've gotten ready or at work or in the car because like I was running late in the morning or I had an event at night and I went to work. I was probably one of the most lazy people as far as getting dressed for work. And my mom used to yell at me all the time, "You going to work looking like that?" And I'm like, I don't think they're hiring me based on my looks, but yeah, like this. Like I have no makeup on right now. I would probably go in like a cropped hood. I zoom in on my face. And then at night when we would have to work, because I used to work, you remember the record label. So we always had events at night. I used to do my makeup and everything in the office. And the transformation from this to makeup, they'd be like, why can't you go to work like this all the time? Like, I'm like, because I don't want to. But I wish I had a carrying case like this to bring my makeup around in. I used to carry it in Ziploc bags at that time, but fun story. Anywho, nowadays I don't care. I'll go to work how I want. So you're
Dude,
hiring me because of my brain. You're hiring me because of my brain. That's it.
That's right. Value add, girl.
Don't get me wrong. I get dressed up when I have to, or if I know there's something I should get dressed up for.
Yeah.
But just saying.
Do you know what I like doing nowadays? Like now, I like doing. So here's the thing. I always wanted to be pajama pants rich, and in my mind, to be pajama pants rich, you had to be like a billionaire because like you had to be able to like. Once I saw the Facebook movie with whatever the actor's name playing Zuckerberg, I was like, dude, that's a dope move. Like you can just show up in your pajamas and just be like, deal with it. I'm too successful and wealthy for you to like say anything to me. And then I realized like someone like, hey, dude, you don't need to be wealthy to wear pajamas every day. You could do that right now. Like you could be broke and do that. I'm like,
yeah. The only thing with wearing
that.
pajamas every day is that I feel like you get into a rut a little bit where you never
feel
like getting dressed up. At least for a female,
100%.
it's a little bit different than a guy.
No, I agree.
That I notice myself if I wear like sweatpants or pajamas every day, I feel a little bit like less productive, if that's the word would be.
Yeah.
Like
no. It's sorry.
But I
got
love
excited.
You did good.
But my point of saying that is like now what I like doing is I like to wear like nice clothes, but that are just I always make sure they're super comfy. Like now that we got this new deal with Express, like I get clothes every month, right? So I have this budget I can get. It's nothing crazy, like $150 or something, right? Like nothing outlandish. And I'm super transparent with you guys, so like I'll tell you guys a lot. So that's like what our deal is for like one post. And for that one post, cool, I get a new outfit. I get to drop some money on that. I literally just like getting their joggers. Now I'm like, I don't know what that was. Joggers?
I was like, joggers? What the hell are joggers?
I'm like learning German again. So I'm like going through my app and like, so I'm picking up German again every single day. Cause like, dude, I know you never knew this about me, but like German was my, like Umi and Upi talk to me and bless you before like anything else.
Really? No, I did not know that. I feel like you guys, I knew you picked up words from Umi and Upi, but like, I didn't know you like first. It was your first language.
Yeah, I mean, and maybe my parents would disagree with that because, like, honestly, my first 2 years or 3 years was in Brooklyn, right, with Nanny and Poppy in the upstairs apartment. So, like, with my parents, like, technically, like, I wasn't speaking then, so like English was exposed to me first. But like, once we moved to Long Island, like, the first thing I really started to use was a combination of German and English, and they. When I had to go to speech therapy in elementary school because like it was messing up my word pronunciation and I never like went back to it. So point of saying all that is now I'm picking up German again and I said Jager instead of joggers. So that's basically what's happening because I have to like speak into the app for it to like process my lessons for some of them. But point of saying all that is now instead of wearing just straight up pajamas, which I still will wear when I go to jujitsu and stuff to like wear over my shorts. Now I like wearing more nice, maybe nicer brands or higher end stuff, but just make sure it's comfortable. Like even a good suit to me is so comfortable where it could be like pajamas or like a nice pair of sweats and like a nice polo top or like something. That's why I like Express and I've always liked Express for like since I was like 16 is they have the ability where you can wear jeans and stuff and do that, but you can also just be cozy in sweats, but like look professional.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's my spiel.
That's
so
my
having that said, What do we got? So wait, are you going again? Or no, is it to me, G?
I think
just
it's your turn.
interrupted your whole thing.
You're sitting here with sunglasses on. I think you should.
Yeah. So, and what pairs really nicely with Actually Express are these awesome aviator shades. I do have the cat eye styles highlighted right now, but both the aviators and the cat eyes have discounts right now. So the aviators have 10% off for is that the gold or the silver? For the gold, and then for the silver, they have 15% off. And then the cat eyes have, I want to say it's 20 or 17% off. So it dropped actually. So I would jump on these deals now because cat eyes have like 27% off. So that means they're probably going to start to pull these deals, or the deals are going to start to come down. So I would definitely recommend. And the thing I love about these is not only like I can wear these out, or like if I'm on like a day business trip or whatever and I feel fancy and nice, is the price point, but also like I've dropped these things like I can't even tell you how many times. Like I'll just throw them on the floor and they're solid. They don't.
One day you're gonna drop them and they're gonna shatter.
Like, look, no scratching, no nothing. Like, and I wear these. I like wearing them when I go out running during the day. They don't fall off even when I'm getting sweaty. Like the grip, and I don't have a big head either, because it would be like, hey, Mike, you got a big head. It's easy for things to fit on there. I don't got that big of a head, to be honest with you guys. I get sweaty, so this thing gets slippery and gross, and they've never fallen off my face. I've been doing burpees in these outside. They stay on my face. So from a functional fitness standpoint, I think they're a great option, as well as from the aesthetics. And then instead of like, I've had name brand like hundreds and hundreds of dollars glasses where like I've had them on my face. Lena will throw my key. This is when we were living at our old house, and like Lena was like not even a year old. She would take my keys, throw them on the floor. And I went to go pick them up, and I had my nice glasses on. They fell off my face and broke. Now the good thing is I had a warranty on them, but it's like now I have to take another step. I got to deal with the warranty. It was in New York. I was in North Carolina. Like it was a whole process, and I was like, you know what, man, forget it. And then from that moment on, like I have them, but like I don't like really like dealing with like super expensive glasses or rings for that matter. And I have rings in the carousel we'll dig into, but I'll save that for after this one. With that being said, I'm going to tag you, and it looks like you got some really cool colors here. Is that for nails? What's this?
Yeah. So guys, I have the Beatles gel manicure sets. So these are the colors that I have right now. But what I also have, guys, is where'd it go? Oh, they're in the other room. God dang it.
No.
Yeah. So, but it comes with literally everything you could possibly need. This is about 3 weeks old, so I am missing one finger that I peeled off yesterday. But this is after like 3 weeks. It's still pretty good. Only this one came off. And if I think after 3 weeks only one nail came off, that is amazing. But I'm gonna see, like, they even came with gold flakes in the kit to put on.
Yeah, RG. RG says, hey, by the way. Ooh, look at those flaky flakes.
And then, guys, so the great thing about Beatles is that they literally give you everything. If you think about it, what you spend in the nail salon on one gel manicure, on one fill-in. Hi, Jeanette. How are you? You buy this kit for $40, right? So if you eventually want tips, you can put them. If you just want to do the gel manicure, it comes with the light, the accessories, everything you could possibly need. And then it also comes with the top coat, everything like that. And then they also sell separate color kits too. So this color kit, the one I have on right now is from Industrial Wave. You'll see it down below. And I use the gold flakes. I put some gold flakes on. And again, I'm going to zoom in one more time. I guess you're going to say like, oh, you're missing one on the pinky. But this is after 3 weeks. I've now had this on 3 weeks and it's lasted me. And it's super easy to come off. They literally just, like, after a while, I guess, because I also do deep scrubbing. I bleached my tub. I'm doing dishes every day. So for that to, yeah, exactly. So in order for this to last 3 weeks and only have, one finger on each hand peel off, to me, that's a win situation.
And you could sell that. We got to talk to Anna.
Yeah, we got to talk to Anna. We could sell that. No, I probably could.
No, you definitely could.
So that's that with this. And the great thing is that they come with a top coat, the matte top coat, and the base coat when you buy, the gel nails set. But they literally have everything you could possibly need to do your nails. They even have nail art brushes that I have to do like little designs. But the big thing for me is that you could buy the light by itself by Beatles, or you can get a really awesome kit like I have down below, which comes with the light, comes with the tools, comes with the extra stickers, gems, nails, the gold flakes that I have here. I don't know if I could. I'm not giving you the middle finger. It's my other finger.
Don't you do it.
See the flakes, like the gold flakes in there? That came with it. Those are additional. I added it on. Again, one nail came off. But again, I keep repeating myself.
Aw.
It's 3 weeks later after I did them. And I did it myself, super easy. I even have a video of me doing it in my storefront, a time-lapse video of me doing my nails. So if you guys check that out, you can see how I did my nails. It's really, really easy. I've been doing my own nails for years. I love a kit that comes all together. Exactly.
Yes.
Literally everything you could possibly need. Beetles has everything. Even if it's not any of the products down below my carousel, go check out their storefront because they literally, for any type of necessity, colors, tools, different types of lights. Again, for me, $40 and is 43% marked down. You get everything to even do tips. So you could do tips and gel manicures with all the designs and so on and so forth. I'm actually probably going to sit down and do my nails in the next couple days. But with that being said, Mike, go ahead. I'm going to pass the puck to you.
Bank, we're tagging in here. So what I'm going to dig into is I'm going to stick with the fitness theme, but shifting slightly to a little bit on like body temperature, dynamics and influences, and like maybe a little bit more in the self-care. What I mean is going over the hot and cold packs. Now, the cool thing about these, not only are they reusable, but they're not just either individually a hot pack or a cold pack. They're dual purpose. So you can freeze these bad boys, use them for that. They come in a pack of 3. So I personally, I'm getting even a few packs just for the gym. I'm going to keep this pack here for the girls in the house. And then in the new gym, as we move in and we get all our stuff coming together, I'm going to get some packs there so we can always have an ice pack ready. And then we can always, the cool thing about this is the same pack, you can go right from the freezer into the microwave. So you can have 2 options for heating. It's actually, I'm going to read it like right off of here. Not only, so it just takes about 2 hours for it to freeze, keep it in there, or you can do hot water, like letting it sit in hot water for 8 to 10 minutes. Let's say you boil water because you don't have a microwave or you don't want to use a microwave. Or you could literally for 15 to 30 seconds max, throw this bad boy in the microwave, heat it up. So it's like no time whatsoever, at least for the heating side of it, to be able to use it. And this is great, not only self-care, but where I see it fitting into the fitness side of things is getting heat. Here's why heat's beneficial, or temperature control for our body's beneficial. This is what happens. When we increase body temperature, we increase blood flow to that area. When we decrease temperature, like we put an ice pack on it, it's restricting or reducing the amount of blood flow there. And especially when an injury first happens, that's why they have that RICE principle, right? Rest, ice, compression, elevation, which is like since been relatively debunked. Like it's based on a lot of like old research and perspectives, and in the new age of like training and therapy and manual therapy recovery, heat is, I'm not going to say like everyone's different. Talk to your physical therapist or your doctor, listen to them. But there's a lot coming out now saying that heat can be a better application of a variety of ways. Doesn't immediately go right to ice. Because again, ice is actually going to restrict blood flow to that area, which can be good because maybe it's getting really swollen and it's going to numb or dull some of the signaling for pain. But heat is great, especially before a workout, get blood flow into there. Like I can feel my back today. I did jujitsu yesterday.
Yeah.
I worked out the day before. Like I can feel my lower back and my upper back still. It's nothing. It's like, honestly, I have herniated discs. Like I'm just going to be in pain every day the rest of my life. That's just the reality of it.
I think
now,
I have bulging discs. I don't know. I have something. I either have a herniated disc or I have bulging discs. Or slipped discs. One of the three.
And they're in that family, and it's just a matter of to what degree is the because our vertebrae are stacked on top of each other, and there's it's not just straight up and down. They have slight curvatures to it in our spine, so it's a how far out of position is that vertebrae is ultimately whether it's bulging, herniated, or to what degree. And then there's nerves that are coming off of our spine, so obviously there can be nerve damage associated with that. Point of saying all that is, for me, putting heat on, like right now I have another heat compression leg massage on my legs to just get heat and some compression and blood flow in there. I'm actually going to throw on a TENS unit to get blood flow into my lower back here in a little bit, or I could heat one of these up, which I might do afterwards. Throw some heat on that bad boy, increase the blood flow. So when I have to coach tonight, I'm going to be a little bit more mobile, a little bit less discomfort as I go through it. Or again, ice pack, throw them on your eyes. Let's say you have a headache, something like that. That's what I think is cool too. You can use this in a very versatile manner. And for the price point, for guys, less than $15 to get a pack of 3, that instead of buying disposable ones, which you're gonna have to keep replenishing, you have a pack that you can really just like leverage, in my opinion. But with that being said, G, I'm gonna take it back to you, homie.
All right. Tony, actually, I was talking to him. He just hit me up on WhatsApp. We talk. He's in Canada,
Tony.
FYI.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm at a 2-day private master $1 billion summit.
Nice.
And it's like a $1,500 ticket per person. He's like, I'll help push you guys there. I'm like, oh, you're so sweet, Tony.
Tony,
I'm
you
like,
rock,
this
homie.
is my website. This is what I do. Tony's awesome. He is the owner of Down Under Bedding. We're doing the live for on Monday.
Monday next week.
He us some awesome products that we're going to share with you guys. We're going to be doing a giveaway. We're going to show you how Down Under works.
Talk about sleep hygiene and the importance of it for your health. I always like to put that spin on things. You know how I roll.
Yeah, of course. And also, he actually did a study. He bought a bunch of there's products claiming to have goose down feathers and all this stuff. He bought them.
Goosies.
He tested the feathers out of each one, and not one of them came up as authentic goose feathers.
Dude.
So, because you had to be certified in order to
failed.
Technically, you're supposed to be certified to be called down and to be goose feathers. So if you're claiming that, you better be using real feathers, not just those synthetic ones or anything like that. So I said a lot of them were chicken feathers and stuff like that. He contacted Amazon. Yeah, he contacted Amazon and let them know, like, hey, some of your people are claiming to have X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. And they took the sellers down. It was a whole to-do, but now you know who's legit on Amazon and stuff like that. And
because
Tony
of that
is one of the greater authentic products. So I'm super, super happy to be sharing all of the Down Under Bedding with you guys on Monday. So with that being said, let's see. I have, the Blackhead Remover. Let's see.
Oh, yeah. I love this thing.
Yeah, I call it the face sucker. Face sucker, yeah.
Boop, boop, boop.
Here. Hollywood Dream. Hold on, where is...
Sing it, girl.
I know, right? Where's the face sucker? Here it is. Okay, full disclosure, just FYI, everyone.
All the FYIs.
That I am fully clothed in this. It's just I have like a towel around from the top like this, so it looks like I don't have anything on, but I do, I promise. Here we go.
Hey, it's your life, dude. You do whatever you want.
No, I don't want Amazon to ban me thinking I'm like naked on my live stream. So don't mind my face. I just hopped out the shower. I'm showing you guys how I use the face sucker. So you have to make sure you're going in a downward motion, and the suction is so strong, right? I put it on the highest level. There's 5 levels to it. And what happened is that I didn't read the instructions, right? And I left it on one spot too long. Like I just left it there sucking, and I ended up with a face hickey and like a giant round circle on my face for like 3 days. So make sure you read the instruction. That's how strong the suction is, that it literally will leave you a hickey if you do not use it correctly. So
don't do that.
Take it and do a downward motion. It helps clean out your pores, produces helps produce collagen, promotes blood flow. You can see all the gook in the tip of it that just got sucked out of my face. I absolutely love this thing. Again, it comes with the tools, but read the instructions, guys. Please read the instructions. Maya Mo is making fun of me. She's like, ha ha, the little smiley face. But yes, I had I like literally was going live and it looked like I had a giant pimple, but it was like a big hickey mark. It was so bad. But that's another good self-care item. I absolutely love this product. And everyone, that's the first thing I think everyone asks me when I put this product in the carousel is that, does it really work? Does it really suck out the dirt? Does it really like clear out your skin? And I said, yes, it does. Like I sit there and you can see all the gook is built up in there. Like it sucks it into the like little container in there. And you can see everything. It's so satisfying at the end. I'm not even going to lie. It's so satisfying to see all the gook that came off. Guys, it is 41% marked down and an extra $1 off. Extra $1 off. Okay, so it goes down to $17.99. Comes with all the 5 different attachments. It also has colors to help support blood flow and different things on your skin, and the tools for blackhead removal as far as popping pimples and so forth. With that being said, Mike, go ahead.
Bam. So what I've got highlighted, let me see. We've got the Joy Tutus Carford. So I wanted to dig into some of the nutritional stuff, but I realized I also did skip. There was one thing I wanted to highlight really quick, which is a relatively newer product, which is the Mizio electric heated blanket, because you guys have heard me talk about the car fridge. We're going to dig into that. I had that highlighted, but I wanted to really talk about some of the more, again, body temperature control products that I have here that to me are related to a healthy lifestyle. It's like, how does this fit in? And the heated blanket is one. Here's a few options. I actually did this last night because I was saying on the stream how I was going to try this out. I brought out not only the heated leg compression sleeves, I brought out my heated blanket. I had my Orlais winter coat on, and I went outside yesterday and I just looked up at the stars. I turned all the lights off, went up outside before I was going to bed, and just like looked at the stars, dude, and just like tried to have some like self-care time, some of that breathing time, and like just did it for like 15-20 minutes, and it was so awesome, man. Like that's like the one thing I miss about, or I don't miss about New York, is like not being able to see the stars as clearly unless you're in like upstate New York.
Yeah,
but down here, man, you can like see the whole thing, and just the view in our backyard's really nice. So this to me is a great example of like, or that's an example to me of using it for self-care. But even if you don't want to go outside and whatnot, just staying inside after a long day, being able to just snuggle up either on the couch or in bed. I don't personally like using the heated blanket in bed as much. I like using it more so for on the couch or if I'm going outside. I just don't like it in the bed, because the downside, the only con I will say to the heated blanket for me, so the ones I've seen, is that they have to be plugged in, right? So there's going to be an outlet variable and a cable component, but this one's clutch because the way they have it attached to it's kind of at the bottom corner, so it doesn't completely get in your way. But like I don't necessarily love. And then I love a heated blanket on a cold day. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, man. Like, and now I'm just waiting for, we're gonna get rocking chairs, and I'm just gonna have my rocking chair with my heated blanket and have a little bit of tea. And we're gonna be those old Southern couples. That's what me and Ashley kind of decided as we age. But this thing is absolutely great, and to me that feeds into the self-care. Now the other thing I just wanted to highlight really quick was the Orlais jacket that I have for temperature control. And this is like, to me, a perfect example of a jacket that allows you to live an active lifestyle. So it's not big and puffy and gets in the way and feels restrictive, which I've had with different types of winter coats. Or I've had winter coats that are meant from an aesthetic perspective, like an express jacket or something like that. But I'm not going to go like snowboarding or skiing, or I'm not going to go shovel outside in that. This is a great combination for that. And one of the things I want to show you guys, because I have it right here, I always like to display this, is it has this compression on the sleeve. So when you put your hand through, it has this stitched in compressing component, so that if you do like fall or post your hand out, or if you're shoveling or getting into a snowball fight, snow can't get up your sleeve jacket. It keeps it out.
It stops it from going in. That's awesome.
Yeah, so you don't have to worry about snow melting and then your arms getting all wet or cold or anything like that. So anything you can do to keep the snow out, right, and away from your core, the center of your body, the more you'll be able to stay outside, the warmer you'll be able to be. And it just has like so many cool functional aspects that it checks off for me. So this is a great functional jacket that'll keep you warm. Like I literally just have like a shirt, and then I put that jacket on. I can stay outside in like 20-degree weather. Now if I was going to stay out for hours and stuff, I usually put on a sweater and stuff like that. But, well, we got some on YouTube. What's going on? Is that S Globe? Or I'm not even going to try and, I'm missing all the letters. That's too far away. But point being, this can be a great option for living an active, because here's the thing, like when it's wintertime, it's cold, nobody wants to go outside, or people are less likely to go outside. But if you can have, again, the tools to make it comfortable to go outside, then boom, we're good to go.
I agree.
SAS Global, what?
Oh, there we go. How you doing?
I got you.
Yeah, Mike murdered the name. It's okay.
Don't mind me. I got you.
I'm really bad at pronouncing things too, so it's all right. I try to avoid name pronunciation because I get embarrassed if I like pronounce it wrong, or I don't want to be insulting. But it happens. We push it through.
Just throw it out there. I don't even care anymore.
How you doing?
Not on the insulting way, but
yeah, no, I know what you mean.
Good.
I'm good. Thank you for joining us. What?
I'm gonna kick it to you, homie. Sorry, I just interrupted you, but I'm kicking it to you. I love your videos. Oh, thanks. We love you guys hanging out with us. Honestly, that's like my favorite. That's probably one of my favorite parts, like doing the live stream, is just you guys hanging out with us and seeing people and like getting to know you and just having conversations.
I agree. I think us hanging out with you guys is one of the best parts here and getting to meet everyone. Oh, Leslie, you're back. Hi, how are you,
Leslie?
Guys? If you guys can, click that follow button with saying that, because we want to hear from you guys and see us for our future live streams. The next product I'm going to talk about is the automatic dog feeder. So, guys, this is one of my favorite products here as far as like technology. This thing will feed your pet up to 6 times a day. Each feeding, you could do up to 50 portions, 50 fill in the bowl, one being about the size of a golf ball. So that's great if you have a small dog or like a Yorkie or something like that. And it's so great for all types of dogs. They do have containers with bigger like they have 3 liter and 5 liter to hold the food. It is airtight seal. Okay, so you know the food is not getting bad and nothing's getting in there, because people don't realize that one of the number one causing components of ants is dog food. I had a problem before in my old house with ants, and it was always over the dog food. So I had to buy like an airtight food storage container before I got this. I was so happy when I got on to look, y'all were still here. Yay!
Yeah,
I'm so glad. Oh, guys, look at this right here on the screen. That little like square thing that I have my finger on, you can put a moisture control packet in there to help even control the moisture even more in there and make the food last even longer for your dog or cat. I'm saying dog because I have 2 dogs. It could be used for whatever pet you you want to use it for. I mean, you want to use it for your ferret, go ahead. It's whatever you feel fit. But guys, it's also 20% marked down. Oh, I forgot the biggest feature of this is that you can record your voice and speak to your pet even if you're not home. So you can do a pre-record for each feeding. So of course I had to be obnoxious and do "come get your food, you filthy animal, time to eat" in like that really obnoxious smoker Staten Island voice. Shout out to Staten Island, no hate on Staten Island, but
we love you. But
I think of the 90-year-old smoker who lives like in Brooklyn or like Staten Island with that voice. And I would have that recording go every time I wanted my dogs to come eat. But there's some dogs or pets that like have social, or was it separation anxiety? Not social anxiety. The dog has
separation too.
Social
I've seen maybe that.
I think it's more, well, yeah, they freak out when people come in, but separation anxiety. So maybe that when you speak, bro, I need that for my dog. Yes, it's amazing. And again, you can feed your pet up to 6 times a day. For people who work late, this is amazing. It'll play your voice. They know it's time to come eat. It's not too loud. It's not bulky. And it even has an LED screen. It shows you the time on it, everything like that. What kind of dogs do you have? I have a Pit Bull Lab mix, and I have a Chihuahua Hound mix. She came defined as a Chihuahua mix, but she's 25 pounds. She's not your normal size Chihuahua at all. I don't know which one was the mom and which one was the dad, but she's pretty big for a Chihuahua. So I just say Hound Chihuahua mix. I think do I have a picture of the lab? Jab and Lena. Their names are Jab and Lena. Let's see. I think I definitely do.
Great names. And then also on YouTube, SAS Global. So that's a great question. Do you guys have a Discord or something? We don't have like an active Discord that we use, but if you want, you can always jump on over to Amazon and we have our chats running here. You could always just comment on YouTube as well. But definitely looking at like Discord or different options if you have requests there. I've been following you from 6 years and I forgot you, Life of a Fighter. Oh, and I forgot about you, Life of a Fighter testimonial, Jared Mintz too. Dude, so you saw a testimonial from Jared's one of like my first clients that he transitioned from being a client to like working with my company. Shout out to Jared Mintz, by the way. That's a great name drop. That's like years and years and years back. Well, dude, love having you. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you have an Amazon, like, dude, jump on over. You should see a link in the description of your of the video to be able to jump on over to Amazon. You can jump over to the Coach Mike, give us a follow, or Gina, give her a follow, both of us.
Thank
and
you.
Then we're live here on Amazon pretty much every single day, more or less. Definitely every week. But appreciate the love.
Yes, these are my pain in the booty holes.
Yeah, Jab and Lena.
Wait, I think I have a video of them fighting. Oh, look at my baby when he was a puppy. You want to see something scary really quickly, Mike? This was Lena when we adopted her. Look how skinny she was and tiny.
Dude, that's like a misrepresentation of how big she's going to get. Well, I mean, I don't know how big her paws were, but.
No, her paws weren't that big. She was like so underweight. We rescued her. And the crazy thing is that she, like her said, her description came as Chihuahua mix. So we're thinking like, okay, she's going to be like, what, 10 pounds biggest? And then we got a whopping 25-pound dog, as you see on the right side sitting there, and the left is Jab. And we were like, all right, well, this was a false advertisement. Well, this was a complete lie, but it was fine. She didn't get that big. But compared to what we were expecting, because we lived in an apartment and our landlord said we could have a small dog, right? By small, she means under 15 pounds. So when we had her, Yeah, when we got her, she was like probably like 7 pounds, like underweight. And she turned into this whopping 25-pound dog. And my landlord was like, really? And I'm like, sorry, I can't return her.
Like, I didn't sign up for this.
And she cried. She had really bad separation anxiety. When we were at home, screamed. And my landlord would call me, be like, hey, your dog won't shut the F up for like the last 5 hours. Can you do? We had to leave events from where we were to go home and like cater to her because she would just be screaming her head off when we first got her. And I was like, anyway, but yeah, go ahead, Mike, your turn.
Bam. And this is actually, I'm kind of bringing it home. I talked about the Flybird. The only thing I had highlighted was the adjustable bench. So check that out because we also have an inlane coupon. And this is really the last thing I got that I was talking about from like the aesthetic side is my ring, the King Will ring. And then I also have the Lurch Fly ring. So I'm going to knock these bad boys out. And the only difference I highlight between the King Will ring, which is I've highlighted right now, is this has the like spinning component to the center. So you can like spin it and play with it and fidget with it, which I really like, to be honest with you guys, because as you can tell, I'm kind of a ADD-esque person where maybe I don't have officially ADD, but like I'm constantly moving and going and talking with my hands and all that. So like I'm always like, if it's not this, that means I'm playing with like a pen or like I'll chew on the pen cap or I'll do one of these. And I've definitely been in meetings before where like I was like taking notes and like listening, and then this like flew out of my hand and it completely distracted everyone from the meeting and the pitch that we were doing. And like that's not a good look. Virtually or in person. So like having something like this, I can keep my hands down, no one sees it, I'm fidgeting, but I'm also paying attention. And from an aesthetics perspective, I really like the look. I have the black and blue, and they have a variety of different colored options and mixtures that you can get with it. And right now it's $15, like a fight ring. A fidget ring. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, it's a fidget ring. So like, and the cool thing I like about it is like having it being that fidget ring that you can spin and play with. It's also, I think, aesthetically looks nice. So it's something I've gone out on dates with, I've gone to business meeting with. And then like, speaking of which, of like just something I've gone out on dates with is I'm going to highlight the Lurch Fly ring that I have as well. This one has a customization feature to it where you can actually customize it. And right now it's got a 10% off discount. It started $20 without any customization, like, or any like features to it. But then you can select different style rings and customize it. And then that goes up to $65, but it caps out at $65. With a 10% off discount, it's going to be $60. Max is crying. So I just wanted to highlight that feature. Gee, I'm going to tag you in for a second here while I go help Max out.
Okay,
I might have to mute myself. So you are friends, don't you?
Is Ashley there?
No, he's by himself. He was like napping on the couch. Ashley's just getting back from the
go ahead.
The school. So hold on, let me.
I'm gonna mute you for a sec. Okay,
yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna mute my.
I just muted you. All right, guys. So really quickly, while Michaels puts out that fire, is I have the donor piano highlighted. So this is probably one of my favorite products that I had that we actually use personally, and I'll pull up a video of it really quickly. Where are you? So the donor piano is meant about how quiet. Is meant to look and feel like a regular piano. So the great thing about this is that it has weighted keys, which most electric pianos do not have. So if you ever had an electric keyboard or piano, some of them come with like these keys that feel like you're pressing on air. So, Mike, are you here? You can unmute yourself if you're ready. But so it has the functions of electric piano with the fully weighted keys, pedals, everything, the look of a regular piano. So you could imagine you scooped out the guts of a piano, you took the strings out, you took all that percussion of it, and now you're left with this, but it has USB function. It has the capability of hooking up to your computer, MP3 function. You could record yourself playing. It even has a headphone jack. So you could put headphones to it and hear yourself play and practice over and over again without disturbing anyone in the house. My husband uses this for music production. He plays with it all night long, hooks his computer up to it. It even has volume control. You can hook up external speakers as well. Since it has that audio jack, you can plug in speakers and have them even play even louder outside of the piano speakers as well. But the volume is great. It's super clear. And again, it has the weighted keys so that it feels and looks like a regular piano. The pedals are fully functionable as well. great quality wood. It looks amazing in your home, especially great for beginners if you have kids you want to give piano lessons to. And it's under $1,000, guys. So under $1,000. Go look up how much a piano, if it was fully strung, piano that looks like this, how much it would be. So you get all the functionalities of it being electric with the fashionable, would it be fashion? Or like the look of a regular piano and under $700. So it is 9% marked down right now, if I'm not mistaken. And it has a $31 off coupon. So this actually goes under $600. This goes under $600, guys. So it is gorgeous. And again, fully weighted keys, all the electric features, USB, MP3, audio interface, power source, all that stuff in the back, the pedals, everything fully functionable. If you're looking for a piano, this is it. All right, that being said, Michael, your turn for a product.
Bam. So actually the last thing I got is the actual face mask. So this is something that's new. I actually didn't even get this in yet. So I'm just going to speak to the components that I can as far as like what are some of the things I like about them without even having them arrived yet. I can't speak to like obviously the quality of the fit or anything like that, but I just like looking at the designs of the different masks we have.
One, or is it the full adult?
So I have both. I have the disposable ones for the kids as well as the cloth one for the adults, and then I have I have the cloth ones for the kids as well. So I have look at Gina. Gina's got it all set.
So I have the reusable cloth for adults.
Yeah, I have that one as well. Let's highlight that bad boy.
Yeah, so I'll hold them up for you. So if you want, and then we can
Perfect. Let me talk about them. So here's a couple things. Like again, obviously with the pandemic and dynamics, this has brought a new attention to these types of masks. But here's an interesting one, G. Like the first sponsor I ever had was an actual mask company like these, but they were the N95 styled ones. They're looking pretty sweet there, G. Like a ninja. And what they would do is they would have it for like quadding, ATVing. So like when there'd be a bunch of dirt and dust ripping up when you're out there tearing it up, this would help filter that out. Or if you were doing like painting or spray paint or artist type stuff. But also they would use it for like training, which since then I've like done a little bit more research, and it's actually not very effective to wear like filtered masks while training to simulate altitude. It's actually like the worst time to do it. The best time to do it is like when you're just chilling or sleeping. That's when your body's going to adapt to it the most because it wants to do it for long periods of time. If you're doing it during your training, honestly, you're actually just hurting your performance. Like if you can't push as hard, you're actually hurting yourself. But on the flip side with these are obviously meant for like you can use them for COVID variables. But here's the other thing that I like to use them that I got from even the first mask company that sponsored me like 10 plus years ago was wearing it during the cold. This is another thing that I'll do. Like I'll put on my winter jacket, put on a mask, dude, especially when your face gets cold, your nose or your cheek or your mouth or like anything that starts to get dry and chapped. It's super uncomfortable. But having these masks, that's another component. Like I'm even keeping our cloth masks, and obviously the disposable ones we just like throw out when we're done with them. But even for the kids, man, like I'm keeping these, and right now I'm highlighting the kids version of these masks because they have 38% off right now. And they come in a pack of 8, and it's for $10, man. Plus the designs are super cool. And one thing I've noticed for Lena, since she has to wear a mask at school, is being able to have designs that are kind of fun. I've, at least for our daughter, has helped her keep them on and actually like wear it because she thinks it's kind of like a cool thing, which it's interesting to see, man. Like Lena's not going to know, or it's not going to be weird to her to wear a mask at school in the future if that ever has to be a thing. And then when it stops, like it'll just be like another part of her experience and her childhood. But like, I can't relate to that, right? Like I've never been in school. I've had to wear a mask for long periods of time. I've had to take tests though. And then, yeah, I have disposable, and I have the cloth ones as well, my carousel. So I'll highlight the disposable ones as well. They have 25% off too. So you can get them for, mine are under $15 right now. Bless you. It looks like yours are at $9.99, but I have the pack of 60.
Mine are $9.99. We have mine are a pack of 50. They're 33% marked down. They have all these cute little prints on them. So if you ever do need these for your kids or anything like that, these are really actually super cute. 3 layers of protection. Soft on skin, it says. They have like a little fox on it. Looks like they're pretty gender neutral. They have ones with unicorns on it for girls too, or boys.
I want a unicorn. Why can't I have a unicorn?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just saying for boys as well. And guys, just so you know, and I always feel like now that there's masks here, I like to give a full disclosure too of masks. These aren't meant to be used 40 times before you go to the next one.
Right.
So let me tell you, in the beginning of the pandemic, don't get me wrong, I reused masks all the time. You think because it's your own masks. Like, I'm not talking about sharing or anything like that. But even just from the bacteria in your nose, your own nose, being constantly breathed into this, if you're not washing it or reusing it, throwing it out after at least a couple uses, like I'm talking about like 4 to 5 uses, you can get a staph infection in your nose. That happened to me. So apparently I was not washing it as much as I should. And I was pretty, I don't want to use the word anal about it, but yeah, anal about it. And I got a staph infection in my nose, which sounds a lot worse than it is. It just means that like there's a bunch of bacteria that build up in my nose. And you have to make sure that you guys do not keep one in your car and let it sit there. And every time you go into the store, it's really bad for you. So just FYI, you should probably use a mask and be washing them twice a week if they're reusable. And if they're disposable, after like 3 uses or 2 uses, put a new one on. So just a full, because I didn't know that. How many times, I know we're all guilty of it, that we keep a mask in our cup holder or in our car.
I do the same thing.
Yeah, and then it's been sitting there 3 weeks, but the next thing you know, you've been using it for 3 weeks. Especially if it's warm where you are. The warm temperature is like a breeding ground.
Flourish bacteria.
You'll get sinus infections from it. You'll get colds from it. So you got to make sure you're just constantly cleaning these things. So just FYI.
Dude, and staph's no joke. Like, staph can kill you if you don't pay attention to it. I mean, it's like a long road. Like, I had staph 4 different times just when I was in Thailand. And, like, the antibiotics will do a number on your body, and it'll kill all the good bacteria in your gut. So when you can avoid getting sick as much as possible, it's a good thing, because if you have to take antibiotics, the good thing about antibiotics is killing the bacteria. The downside is we have good bacteria in our body that we actually want. It kills that too. So it's like, then you have to rebuild that gut bacteria, that gut health. And that's where, like, don't be surprised if you do get sick, you go on an antibacteria, antibiotic or anything like that, being able to then have to come back from it, and your cardio, your training not being the same, your body not feeling the same, takes time. You don't feel good. Your energy can be off. And then you might have different cravings. You might put on weight because your bacteria is off. Like, there's all these other things. And then I'm just noticing SAS Global, welcome back. And then thanks for the welcome, homie. But gee, that's actually all the products I got. I say you get what you got. Now we're going to get our race on, y'all, because I actually got to bounce out of here in like 10 minutes.
Okay, no problem. Guys, if you want Mike, guys, we're going to do the giveaway in about like 5 minutes, not even. So make sure you're here. Mike is going to, we're not going to do roll call anymore, guys.
Yeah, we're just going to go.
We're just going to go right into the giveaway. And if you didn't write giveaway in the chat, you're kind of out of luck. But then if we call your name and you're not here, then we're going to go on to the next person, whoever was second place or third place, or redo the race, whatever we got to do. So guys, make sure you're here. If you haven't said giveaway already, please make sure so that we can put you a part of the giveaway if you'd like to be a part of it. If you can, click that follow button, is greatly appreciated. Guys, right here I have my LED strip lights, the Michael Milland. They are Bluetooth enabled. Nice. They go to the sound of music, controlled from your phone. RGB and LED strip lights, guys. They're great quality. You get 82 feet for under $30, which is amazing. You can schedule them. They sync to your phone. They do come with a remote as well. So people who are not about technology, you could use them with a remote. Speaking of smart products too, we have the Inkberg wireless barbecue thermometer, which is right over here.
Right now.
I have the 4-probe one. There's a 2-probe. It goes right into the meat. It stays outside of the oven or barbecue, and it will sync to your phone. It is Bluetooth. It is rechargeable, and it will tell you the temperature of your meat without even having to open up the oven, okay? You don't got to open up the oven. Just stick it in there as soon as you start cooking, and then you're good to go, give you readings. So think about Thanksgiving and not having to run down to the turkey. You're in the shower. You worry if it's burning, if it's this, if it's that, if it's overcooked. This will help you. There's guides to it. The app tells you everything. You could set a timer on it. All that good stuff, especially people who are into smoking. This is amazing for you. Inkberg also has things a little bit simpler. They have one that is just like a poke and go situation that you literally open it up, rechargeable, poke the meat you're cooking, and it'll tell you an instant read. It's also used for cold items as well. So great thing to keep in the kitchen. Is 100% waterproof, this one. We also have their infrared gun too that you just kind of just boop, boop, boop. This is not for human temperature. It's actually for like surfaces, the lights, your aquarium, whatever. And then they also have a water thermometer. that floats in either a body of water, pool, hot tub, hot tub, pond. Sorry, I couldn't think for a second. Aquarium. And it has a receiver. This is a great thing about it. It has a receiver that you can put on like your deck or wherever. And how many times, for people who have a pool, you're digging out that thermometer and you don't get an accurate reading because once you pull it out of the pool, it drops the temperature. So you keep it in the water, you read the little monitor, and it'll tell you what it is wirelessly. It tells you the humidity of the air as well. This is super, super great for anyone who has a pool, anything like that. What else do we have that I haven't mentioned yet? Guys, if you have any question about any of the products down below, please let us know. I think I basically touched base on everything. We also have the handbag set for women. This is a 3-piece handbag set that is $25.99 starting, depending on the color. It can go up to like in the $30 range, but it is gorgeous, great quality. I have the bronze gold right here, guys, and it is to die for. It comes with the crossbody bag, the full tote, and a clutch all in one.
Ooh.
Yeah, you get all three for around $30, depending on the color. They're 52% marked down and comes over 30 different colors. Over 30 different colors and styles. Great handbag. It fits my MacBook Pro, the tote. I use the crossbody bag for my everyday shopping, going out with Logan. And I really do love this bag. It's a great, great quality. Guys, don't forget, we are doing the giveaway. Mike's been dropping the information for the giveaway. If you aren't a part of it already, we're going to be doing it. Just write giveaway or click follow button, and we will be happy to put you a part of this giveaway. What else? Let's see. Anything else before? Because I always forget to like go through one or two products, and I feel like you're like, no, not today. Ooh, airtight food storage containers. It makes your food last 50% longer, guys. I love these. You pretty much know what those are about. I think with that being said, Mike, I think we're pretty much ready to rock and roll.
Oh, yeah. It is go time, y'all. So kind of having said that, I'm going to give it like 30 seconds. And then we'll kind of get it rocking. Let's see who I got. I'll screen share here in a second. I'm just going to send one message really quick. Got the chat popping off. I appreciate you guys. Boom. All right. So let's get that going. Let's get our screen share
tell everyone too, guys. Tonight we have our podcast, live podcast tonight. So me and Mike will be doing our live podcast, Real Family-ish. Go ahead and share. You can share the screen so while I'm talking. Real Family-ish. So guys, 10 p.m. tonight, we'll be going live, doing our podcast. It's more focused about talking with you guys. You guys can interact on the topics live. Guys, Mike, tell them who our guest is.
Ooh, so we have Dr. Eric Fite, or Fite. I'm horrible at name pronunciation. Dr. Eric, I apologize. I actually just texted him to confirm. He said he's 100% ready. He's excited. Dr. Eric and I have been working together on and off for over a year now, and he's got his own clinic in Ohio, but he also offers telehealth and telemedicine for different services. And, you know, we're working together to refer like people to each other and support each other in different ways. And I'm really excited because he's going to come on and we're going to talk about, he's got a background expertise, not only in like, obviously like general health, but also from a functional side, from a hormonal side. So he'll have clients do blood work. I actually have to get my diagnostic blood work done and over to him. We've been talking about this for over a year and I just constantly push it off, and that's on me for slacking because I've usually done it with my normal doctor. So like that's an accountability I'm going to share with you guys. But he'll offer up a variety of services, and we're just kind of this little doctor's corner where he's going to hang out maybe 10, 15 minutes, maybe a little bit longer if he's up for it. It's late for him for like 10 o'clock. Usually he's like in bed at this time.
In simplest terms, we're going to talk about hormones, how that works, and like even as far as postpartum. So if you correct me if I'm wrong, he specializes in hormones and blood and so forth, and those diagnostic studies. So he's going to go into that super like in depth with us and how it affects us postpartum, all that good stuff. So I'm excited for you guys because I'm big on postpartum.
Yeah, and then being able to look at the thing I really appreciate about him is he's not just going to say, hey, all right, cool, this is what we do now. And it's race time, by the way, y'all. We're off. he's not just a quick doctor to like write a script or just to give you like hormones or peptides or things like that. That's the thing I really respect and appreciate about him. When I first started, he's like, hey, let's look at your sleep first. Let's look at your nutrition. Let's clean that up. Let's look at your activity levels. Let's make sure we're hitting all our bases there. And since then, I've done a pretty consistent job of getting more sleep, being mindful of the sugar and all this fun stuff, training. And now I'm excited to do my blood work to look at the different markers to see, hey, maybe do I need to start taking some peptides, or do we have to look at different types of options as far as building up my hormones like naturally or without taking exogenous steroids or hormone replacement therapy. And that's what's cool. Like there's so many different tools now, and technology has provided a lot of opportunities. And there's things we can do naturally as well. So he's going to touch on a lot of that. And then hopefully if you guys enjoy it, we'll have it as like a reoccurring segment, whether it's once a month, once a week, whatever. He can pop in and have the doctor's corner from one of the segments of the podcast. But oh, look at this race coming down to the last couple seconds.
Oh, Dan is cutting it out.
Congratulations, Dan. So here's the cool thing. Check this out. This is what we're going to do. So Dan, congratulations. Also, congratulations, Leslie, because now, from now until next Wednesday, I'm doing a masterclass. It's a $20 masterclass going over the anti-diet approach, how to like never diet again. And then that's going to piggyback into our nutrition course we're launching March 6th. We're going to do this live together. That Dan, you now just want access to our live nutrition course. Anyone that's won the fitness package in the past, you guys get access to that. So my point of saying all this is second place now. Every stream, when we have at least 3 people, I'm going to give the first person the fitness package. The second person, you're going to get an access pass to that masterclass. Now, you can also just choose to give it to somebody else, but you at least get a little bit of a fun prize. So congratulations to both Dan and Leslie. Shoot me an email so I have your emails. And then Dan, you can decide whether you want the $1 Amazon gift card or the fitness package. And then Leslie, unfortunately, you don't have a choice. You're just going to get the masterclass pass. If you want to either reserve it for yourself, let me know via email. Or if you want to gift it to someone else, let me know via email. And with that being said, that's all I got, y'all. I actually got to get ready for a client now. It's going to be go time.
All right. Well, guys, with that being said, make sure you tune in tonight at 10 p.m. for the live podcast. Going to go over some great stuff with me, Mike. And we will see you guys later tonight, this evening. So thank you so much again. Remember, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we appreciate every single one of you. You can click that follow button. We appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and goodbye.
Bye, y'all.